Kiss me. Kiss me.
By blues singer, pianist, and composer.
The first kiss that you gave me.
Love is that feeling you get when you're running across the airport to jump into their arms. Your heart races, your adrenaline pumps, and you hope that you never escape such euphoria. But love is also working through the distance and the fights. It's waiting by your phone just to hear their voice for even 5 minutes. You could have a physical attraction to anyone, but loving someone for their mind and spirit inspires you to become a better version of yourself. Love is based on a foundation of trust, confidence, admiration, and a bit of insanity. It is all the little things that eventually, without us realizing, add up to the big things.
We've been together, well, I've known him for like 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
Together, I'm gonna say January.
I'm gonna say November, no.
So almost a year.
Almost a year. About a year, yeah.
We've known each other for over a year, like a year and a few months, but we've been dating for 11 months. I like Cam because he can brighten my day without trying very hard. He just kind of has to be there, and that's important because I need to have my day brightened pretty often. And he makes me smile and makes me laugh and makes me feel important. Outside of just making me feel a certain way, because that's kind of self-indulgent, he himself is funny and giving, and he's a very warm person. He doesn't need to try very hard to get people to kind of open up to him and feel comfortable with him. I really like that about him. Yeah.
That smile, I love that smile. So
I like your laugh a lot. When you get really into it.
when I get really into laughing,
Yeah.
it's one of my
Yeah.
favorite pastimes.
I think Jake at his core is just really compassionate as a person, and he's really friendly, which is just makes for a good boyfriend. He also likes me, which I like about him. But he also, I don't know, he likes to dream. He has like a really good spirit at the core. So I don't know. It's hard to sum him up so quick and explain it, but I think that's a lot of his appeal.
It's hard to encompass. I mean, I could go on and just list everything, but then we'd be here for like 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 years, I don't know, whatever. But it's just, I think it's one of those things, it's every day you discover something new that you like about the person, and we're doing something right.
Okay, my pet peeve is that he says swag a lot.
No, that was a pet peeve.
That was a big one.
Sometimes you're kind of putsy.
I am pussy, yeah. I think I definitely take longer to get ready in the
Yeah.
morning than she does.
They'll just like do one thing and then walk around the house and pet Kitty for a while. Do another thing. Walk around. I don't know what you're looking for.
Which is funny because I'm like super efficient at work and everything.
It's not really that big of a pet peeve. It's just that sometimes we gotta go.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one pet peeve, it's maybe your punctuality sometimes,
That's
but it's just a little peeve.
Oh yeah. I am late to most things.
Sometimes Kels forgets to look at her phone when we make plans, and so I'll be sitting at my house like an hour and a half after we were supposed to like hang out, just waiting for her to hear back from her. I know she doesn't mean it, so it's like hard to be mad, but sometimes it's like, what am I doing? Because I don't want to start something else in case all of a sudden they have to leave.
So we matched on Tinder on June 3rd at 10:54 p.m.
I was at my parents' house in Sussex, and he was visiting his sister in Madison. He was only in town for a couple days, so it's kind of coincidental that we just happened to be on Tinder at the same time.
So that was just barely within the 100-mile radius that it said.
We started talking for a few hours, and we've been talking ever since. We argue in different ways depending on what we're arguing about.
One is when we disagree about something that has to do with the other person, like the way that they act or say something, and those are a lot more personal, and those are, very, we discuss them and express our feelings. And the other kind of debate that we have is just about any other topic, any disagreement about some sort of neutral topic, and those we'll just hash out.
We try to have an open conversation about it, just talk about our feelings, try not to pass blame on one another, just talk about our feelings and how to move forward, making each other happier, and try not to make the same mistakes twice.
But I'm also a really emotional person, so I would be expressing them whether he were comfortable or not, or whether I were comfortable. But he kind of accepts that, and he's good at tending to it. So that's one of his big appeals, is that he can't handle a more emotional person like me.
Cam supports me in a lot of ways. He always kind of puts himself aside to try and support me in terms of goals. Like, we're both graduating in May, so we're trying to figure out which jobs we could get, which opportunities we're willing to take, where we're willing to move, and who might have to sacrifice an opportunity. So we try to support each other so that we can, we're not hindering each other, and we're just bettering each other.
When I need somebody to talk to, he'll talk to me. When I need just some space to go and work, he'll understand and, take that distance. And I feel completely okay asking for literally anything that I need from him, and he'll give it his all, to make me feel loved and to make me feel like I have somebody that I can depend on, especially, in stressful times when there's not a lot that, is really keeping me motivated. He'll find something, and, he'll be there for me.
He makes me smile by surprising me, and it's pretty incredible that somebody who lives 1,000 miles away can keep surprising me after all this time. For instance, he'll send me letters just out of the blue, or during the summer, I got this bouquet of flowers in the mail, and I didn't even know you could send bouquets of flowers in the mail.
It's hard to pick out something. He says a lot of jokes. He has a lot of really good puns that he can make up right away, which is really funny. But, on top of that, I think just day to day, Jake's a really happy person. He sees the good in life and the beauty in people. And, a lot of times when you hear him talk, you can just hear him smiling, regardless of what it's about. Just his excitement and passion that he shows about really anything, day to day. His happiness is just infectious, I think, on everybody that he's around, and it definitely rubs off on me.
Well, we were both living in the dorms in Steiner. I was a sophomore, and he lived across the hall from me. Well, he was also a CA, so their job is make everyone feel comfortable and get to know your residents. And at the time, I was just he's cool, he's nice.
She's one of my favorites, so I'd always stop by and kind of creep. Actually, I knew her room, so I'd look up when I was walking into Steiner and be like, "Her light's on." There's a chance that she would be there, and we kind of found out after a while that we'd kind of figure out when we were around, and we'd crack our doors open just to make sure, so the other person could kind of come on by and whatnot. But yeah.
But then we started getting tea and coffee, and I was like, he's cute. And then, it was that summer we started talking more, and then we came back to school. It was hey, you're single, I'm single, let's do this. I'm more passive aggressive, which is something that I'm trying to work on, because he's a really good communicator. If he's upset or something, he'll just tell me what he's feeling, and it's great, and I do what I can to make him feel better, or disagreement.
Sometimes I have to talk her through it. She doesn't like to communicate through words much, so we just have to you see how you both communicate or express your feelings, and you just have to accept it. You don't change them. You just know what this means, and it's that. Yeah, I don't know. It's different depending on the situation, I guess.
We usually try to compromise. Like, we're trying to figure out housing next year, and I know he wants to have a house with a yard, and I want to live in an apartment. So we'd agree to both look at both. So it's a lot of compromise.
Everyone has a weird side and does weird crap, and even as simple as being comfortable enough to wake up with somebody and not be like fully showered and put together. I think that's a huge thing, at least for me, because it's the first thing I do when I wake up. Go right to the bathroom, shower, get ready, and then the world can see me, even my roommate, But it's cool to be like that comfortable with somebody and just let them know exactly what you're feeling and thinking, even if sometimes it might not be like, I don't know, the nicest thing or the most comfortable thing for her, or vice versa. We're still pretty, I think, open to express, whether that's through communication or just like body language. We know each other well, that we can pick up on our subtle cues.
I still am like, when I'm frustrated, I don't like anyone to know that I'm frustrated or upset, but he can tell, so he'll like comfort me and do what he can. Because I feel like I'm putting like stress on the other person, but now I know he's like so comfortable with me that it doesn't bother. I mean, I'm sure it bothers him, but like he wants to make me happy or feel comfortable.
Kel supports me quite a bit. She's always there if I'm having a rough day. She knows exactly what to do or what to say to pick me up. If I'm feeling kind of not really confident in what I'm doing, she'll bring me up, I guess, if you will. If there's something that's legitimate, like not right, she's not afraid to like say this is stupid.
Whether it's schoolwork and I'm having trouble with something, or I'm really excited about something, he'll sit there and listen to me. He'll help me figure it out, which is really great, because I'm not sure how much like experience he has like knowing what I do and stuff, but he still tries to get to know like what I do.
Or if I just need to vent, she's there to listen, and that's the biggest thing, to have somebody that is comfortable to vent to.
He doesn't even have to say anything to make me smile. Like, sometimes I just look forward to after not seeing him for like a few days, and then I'll see him, I'm just instantly happy.
I smile when she smiles. Like, I don't know, she smiles with her eyes, which is like the coolest thing. And so she just glows, and so anytime she smiles, I smile.
Like one time, there was a week where I was really stressing out, and I came home and I found a DVD on my bed of Inside Out with a cute little note. I can read to you if you want. Kels, I'm so proud of you every single day. You inspire me to be more, and consistently make me love you more and more. I know that you are the one. I also know it hasn't been your favorite week so far, so how about we de-stress tonight with warm cuddles, hot cider, and a movie you love, though I've never seen it. I love you more than words can describe. See you soon, my dear. Love you, Zach. It's like the little things that make me so happy. Like, we don't even have to do anything.
It's always about, I wake up every day and I feel happy and excited for the future and cared about, and Jake's a huge part of that.
He just makes me happy. Literally, his existence makes me so happy.
And he just makes me happy, and I'm happier than I've been with anybody else.
And she knows me.